Hello, this is Tori with LANDiO. We have a new 35-acre property in southern Colorado with amazing mountain views adjoining BLM land. We'll regularly have people ask us, what is BLM land? BLM land is publicly accessible land. It's owned by the citizens of the United States through the United States government. In this image, we have the 35-acre parcel highlighted in green, and the southern point touches roughly 85 acres of BLM land. And on this BLM land, you can hunt, you can hike, you can horseback ride, camp, watch the wildlife. Here's the property on the interactive map. If we zoom out a little bit, you can see all of this yellow shaded area here. This is also BLM land. This area of BLM land is over 3,000 acres. And look how close that is to the property. If you zoom in, you can see it's varied terrain. There's some open meadows, lots of hilly areas covered with trees. And if we zoom out a little bit further, you can see there's another over 3,000 acres right here. This is over 2,200 acres on top of Sheep Mountain. You have more BLM land to the east. To the north of State Highway 69, you can see probably over 10,000 acres. And all of this green shaded area, this is National Forest land. This is also publicly accessible land. This is called the San Isabel National Forest, and this is Greenhorn Mountain, which you can see from the property. And all of this San Isabel National Forest, this is over 1 million acres. You can see to the west, there's more National Forest land. To the south, literally surrounding this property, you have over 1 million acres of publicly accessible land, which also includes the blue shaded areas, which is state land. Over here you have the Lathrop State Park. This is the Spanish Peak State Wildlife Area, the Bosque del Oso State Wildlife Area. This is 6,400 acres. This is over 30,000 acres. And many of our customers have purchased property from us in this area of southern Colorado specifically for the hunting and outdoor recreational opportunities. This property is located in Game Management Unit number 85, which is desirable for elk and mule deer. This area of southern Colorado has one of the largest elk herds in the world. And many of our customers have shared with us their delight when they saw the abundance of elk roaming around the area. It's also popular for wild turkeys. There were lots of fresh wildlife droppings and tracks on the property, along with what our photographer described as a Wildcat Den. From the property you have amazing mountain views. This is looking to the southwest at Sheep Mountain and Little Sheep Mountain. Then to the northeast you have amazing views of Greenhorn Mountain and the San Isabel National Forest. And to the northwest you can see the Sangre to Cristo mountain range. Because of the weather conditions and the time of day our photographer was at the property, it was overcast and hazy, so you do not see the mountains in the true definition of what you would see on a clear day. On a clear day, the Sangre de Cristo mountain range would look something like this. This photo was taken from a property we sold in the area to the south of where this property is located. From a distance perspective, our new property is actually closer than the property we sold where you're seeing this image taken from. That same type of overcast was also present when looking at Greenhorn Mountain in the San Isabel National Forest. Here's an example of what Greenhorn Mountain looks like on a clear day. This image was also taken from the property in the area to the south that we sold, and this new property is actually going to be closer to Greenhorn Mountain. Let's go back to the interactive map. You can see the property is in a regular shape. As with many parcels in this area, when they created these parcels around 1985, the objective was to enable access and usability amongst the natural varied terrain. These red dotted lines represent easements that surround all of the parcels, and you can see that many of these parcels are of an odd shape. And there are multiple ways to get to this property. You could come from the north along these easements that are in place. Each parcel has a 20-foot wide easement around the entire perimeter. Unless otherwise noted, sometime they'll note a 60-foot easement. By default, the standard is 20 feet. So it's 20 feet around this parcel, 20 feet around this parcel. So in between, that easement is then 40 feet wide. And this is a county road. This is County Road 541. So coming off of County Road 541, there are essentially two 40-foot wide easements that come down to the south along what is a fairly level terrain. You have this easement that heads to the west, also along a fairly level terrain. And then to the south, you'll cross over this little wash area, and this is 60 feet wide. You can see how that is wider than these easements right here. And that will then take you to this northeast corner. Alternatively, you can come in from the south. This is County Road 540. This is the path our photographer used, and he took this little dirt road that all of these other neighboring landowners use. That dirt road then took him to the southeast or easterly point on the property. This is also the high elevation point, and there you have the BLM land. Here you can see the plat map of the parcel highlighted in green. There we are zoomed in on the plat map. It's lot 10, 35 acres. Here you can see the topographic map. There's a path of seasonal water flow that runs through the property and continues on through that wash that we pointed out. Here's the contour map. The elevation ranges between around 6,860 feet to about 7,080 feet, with the high elevation point being on the southern point. Coming into the property from the south, you're about 3 miles from the paved State Highway 69. This is paved State Highway 69 heading west towards the property. Here's County Road 540 and that dirt road that takes you to the property. This is turning north on that dirt road. You can see a neighbor right here. This is where it splits. If you were to stay to the left, that would take you to the neighbor. You continue on this 2-track road, and that will take you to the southern point of the property. Here you can see some of the varied terrain and the rock outcroppings, and that's a unique looking rock formation there. It almost looks like somebody stacked bricks or stones to create this wall. Here's a view to the north from one of the higher elevation points on the property, where you can see over that entire valley below and then extends on to Greenhorn Mountain. Here's some images showing you the wash that runs along the property. Here's some trees in an open clearing on the northern portion of the property. This is looking to the southeast from the northern boundary of the property. And this area here, this is going to be the southern portion of the property. You can see here, here, and here, there are neighbors that have developed their properties. Here's a neighbor to the northwest. They have a couple little storage buildings and a fifth wheel on their property. There's a closer view of that neighbor. This is the neighbor to the southeast. They have a nice log home. Here's some neighbors to the north. Each of them have a main home and multiple accessory buildings. You can see they have electricity lines and poles on their properties. This appears to be the nearest electricity pole. It's about 4/10 of a mile from the property. I will show you some of the Google Earth terrain views. This is north of the property looking south. Here we have the easement marked. You can see the high elevation points along the southern portion of the property. There's the southern point where it adjoins that BLM land. All of these beautiful mountains in the distance, Spanish Peak, Silver Mountain, Mount Mestis, Rough Mountain. Now we're east of the property looking west. There's the roughly 3,300 acres of BLM land. You can see the varying terrain. Now we're west of the property looking east. This also gives you another good perspective of the terrain on the property. There are the easements that connect you to County Road 541. In this image we have some of those nearby developed properties circled, and here are satellite images of those properties. There are no covenants or restrictions. There's no HOA or HOA fees. There's no time limit to build. You can use the property recreationally, seasonally, or live there full time. The minimum dwelling size per the county is only 600 square feet, and you could use alternative building styles. To give you an idea where the property is located, this is the 35-acre parcel right here. To the east, this is Interstate 25. Interstate 25 will take you south to Trinidad and then into Raton, New Mexico. It'll take you north to Pueblo, then Colorado Springs and Denver. Right here is the town of Walsenburg. Walsenburg is about 30 minutes from the property. It's the county seat of Horfano County where the property is located. Population around 3,200. You have the paved State Highway 69 to the north, paved State Highway 160 to the south. In Walsenburg, you find a hospital with a level 4 trauma center, Colorado State Veterans Home, specialty medical clinics. There's building supply and hardware, multiple grocery stores. This is Main Street where you'll find shopping, dining, professional services, K through 12 public school. You're about 40 minutes from the Lathrop State Park. It is Colorado's first state park, roughly 1,600 acres. There are 2 lakes at the Lathrop State Park where you can enjoy boating, fishing, and water sports. Here's a map of the Lathrop State Park. About an hour to the north, you have the city of Pueblo, population around 110,000. And then just west of Pueblo, you have the Lake Pueblo State Park, roughly 4,600 surface acres and over 60 miles of shoreline. To the west, you have the Great Sand Dunes National Park. It's about an hour and 40 minutes from the property. These are the tallest sand dunes in all of North America. You can do sand sledding and sand boarding, which is like snowboarding on sand. About an hour and 40 minutes to the north, you have Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs has a population around 500,000. And about 2 hours and 45 minutes to the north, you have Denver, Colorado. Denver and the surrounding metropolitan area have a population over 1 million. There's also an international airport in Denver. We have this 35-acre property in southern Colorado with amazing mountain views adjoining BLM land, priced only $44,900. All the property details are listed here on our website. The property taxes are about $564 a year for the entire property. There's no HOA or HOA fees. There's no time limit to build. The minimum dwelling size is only 600 square feet. You can use the property recreationally, seasonally, or live there full time. We have people that contact us looking for a property like this for them to have just to go ride dirt bikes or quads. The way this property is laid out in the terrain, it might be perfect for you to ride dirt bikes, quads, or some type of off-road vehicle. Or maybe it's to hunt or go camping. At night, the skies are dark and the stars are bright. Continue to look down the page, you'll see a detailed description. There's lots of additional information here, including the nearby points of interest that we showed you. There's links where you can find more information about those locations. Here we have the GPS coordinates with links where you can open those on a Google map. There are over 150 images of the property in the surrounding area. The photos of the property were taken within the last couple weeks. All of these images have captions, many of them have labels. If the property is of interest, we highly recommend you take the time to look through all these images. They'll often answer questions that you may have, and even some that you had not thought of. Then at the bottom of the page we have this interactive map. If you'd like to open this map in full screen, just click this button right here and it will open in a new window. Once you find a property that you like, all you need to do is go to our website, landio.com. We work extremely hard to make it super easy for you to purchase land. Navigate to the property that you like. Once you're on that property details page, you're going to see a Buy Now button. If that Buy Now button is green, it means the property is available as of that moment. Land is unique. We only have one of each property available. Only one person can purchase this property, and we sell our properties on a first-come, first-served basis. We have simple, transparent pricing. The price that you see listed is the total price. There are no other commissions or fees. We take care of all the closing costs, and we have a real simple process of securing a property. You just click this Buy Now button, and what that'll do is add a deposit of $499 to your cart. This deposit is used to reserve and secure the property for you. This deposit is credited towards your purchase, and again, we cover all of the closing costs. So that $44,900, this $499 deposit is credited towards that amount, leaving $44,401 remaining balance due at closing. The remaining balance you can pay by wire transfer, cashier's check, ACH bank draft, credit card, debit card, or any combination of these methods. Make the whole process super simple, and it can be completed in as little as a day. To go ahead and place that deposit, just click the checkout button. This link appears where you then enter your contact information. Click Continue to Payment, enter the payment information, and then complete the checkout process. The instant that the checkout process has been completed, you'll receive an instant notification, and this Buy Now button will automatically change to out of stock. It turns gray and says out of stock. From that point, no other person can place a deposit on this property. Now, if you're looking at the property and it says out of stock and it says under contract right here, we do have the ability for you to place a backup deposit. The backup deposit would secure your place in line. If the initial buyer was not able to complete the purchase for some reason, then by default you would become the new buyer, and then that $499 deposit is credited towards the purchase. If the current buyer were to complete the purchase, then your $499 backup deposit is automatically refunded to you. If you have any questions, we highly recommend that you contact us anytime. Our phone number is at the top of every page of our website. That number is 866-8LANDiO. That's 866-852-6346. We also have this live chat feature on our website where you can communicate with us in real time. If we're not available for whatever reason, please send us a message to respond to your next availability. You can also fill out this contact form here on our website or send us an email directly. Our email address is hello@landio.com. On behalf of myself, my family, and the entire team here at LANDiO, we sincerely appreciate you taking the time to visit our website and watch our property videos, and ask that you please support us. Please help us to make the dream of land ownership come true for more people by sharing our website and our properties with everyone that you know. Each person is at a different stage in their land ownership journey. Perhaps you're watching this and you already have a large portfolio of land that you own throughout the United States, or maybe you just own one or two properties. Or maybe you've been dreaming about owning land for years, maybe even decades. It would be an honor for us to help you grow your land portfolio or to make the dream of land ownership come true for you. Please feel free to contact us anytime. Please help us bring more amazing properties to market by giving this video a thumbs up, leaving a positive comment, and be sure you're subscribed to our channel and have your notifications turned on to ensure you're notified of new videos as soon as they come available. Thank you, and may God continue to bless you and your family. LANDiO. Land is opportunity. Please click in the upper left-hand corner and subscribe to our YouTube channel. In the upper right-hand corner, we have all of our available properties in a playlist. In the lower right-hand corner, we have a playlist of our Land is Opportunity series. And in the lower left-hand corner, we have our LANDiO Unscripted series.